Have you ever looked in the mirror and asked yourself, do I still have it? Not in a vain way, not chasing validation, just a quiet whisper in your heart. Am I still attractive? Do people even see me anymore? Maybe someone called you beautiful the other day and you smiled politely, but deep down you thought, they're just being kind. Or maybe you've started avoiding full-length mirrors, not because you're unhappy, but because somewhere along the way, you started believing that beauty has an expiration date. Let me ask you this, when did that belief begin? When your hair started to gray, when the lines around your eyes deepened, when your body stopped moving the way it used to, or was it when the world around you started paying a little less attention? Here's the truth. Aging doesn't erase beauty. It reveals a different kind, a kind that's lived through storms and still smiles in the sunshine, a kind that carries wisdom in her eyes, grace in her steps, and strength in every laugh line. But too many women, especially over 60, start doubting their reflection, not because they've lost anything, but because society stopped reminding them of what they still have. And that's why this video matters. In the next few minutes, we're going to walk through 12 subtle signs, things you may not even notice, that quietly prove you are a good-looking older woman. You might not hear it often, but you're turning heads more than you think, and by the end of this video you'll see yourself in a completely new light. So if you've ever questioned whether beauty fades with age, drop a comment below that says still radiant, and if this resonates with you even a little, make sure you hit like and subscribe to Inspired by Health, because here we believe aging isn't a limitation, it's a legacy. Sign 1. Younger people smile at you off. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been walking into a store, and a younger person, maybe in their 20s, rushed to open the door for you, flashing a big genuine smile? Not forced, not fake, just warm. You thanked them, of course, and maybe chuckled to yourself thinking, how polite. But here's what most women don't realize. That smile, that effortless kindness, it's often more than manners. You see, younger people are surprisingly intuitive. They pick up on energy, presence, and yes, beauty. It may not be the kind of beauty splashed across magazine covers or Instagram feeds, but it's the kind that makes them look up, pause, and feel compelled to respond with respect and admiration. It's subtle, but it's real, because when you carry yourself with grace, when you walk into a room with quiet dignity, they notice that elegance born from experience, from knowing who you are. That's magnetic. Now here's the catch. A lot of women assume they're just being nice because I'm old, and yes, sometimes that's true, but more often, that politeness is wrapped in admiration. They see something in you, maybe something they hope to have one day. So the next time someone holds the door with a bright smile, don't brush it off, own it. Your presence made a mark. And here's a little tip. One of the most overlooked ways to highlight your natural charm is posture. Chin up, shoulders back. Confidence isn't loud. It's a quiet glow that radiates without a word. And while those warm smiles speak volumes, what comes next is even more direct. Because compliments, well, they don't whisper, they echo. Sign 2. You still get compliments on your style. You know those moments when you're out running errands, maybe standing in line at the grocery store, and someone, usually a stranger, leans in with a smile and says something like, that scarf is beautiful on you. Or maybe it's, I love your earrings, so elegant. It catches you off guard. You weren't dressed to impress, just comfortable, simple. But still, they noticed. They saw you. And here's what most people don't say out loud. True style doesn't shout, it whispers. It's in the way you pair a soft cardigan with a timeless brooch. It's how your shoes are always clean, or how you wear colors that make your eyes look just a little brighter. Style, when it's truly yours, doesn't age. It evolves and becomes even more distinct. The world has been taught to associate beauty with youth, but elegance, that belongs to the woman who knows herself. And when someone compliments your look, they're not just admiring your clothes, they're acknowledging your presence. Now let's be real, many older women are quick to dismiss these comments. They'll say, oh, they were just being polite. Or they probably say that to everyone. But let me tell you something, people don't stop in their busy day to compliment someone unless they mean admiration. Doesn't waste time, so when they say it, believe it. If you want a simple way to elevate what's already working for you, lean into classic colors, deep blues, soft creams, rich burgundy. Pick accessories that highlight your natural beauty, like a pair of earrings that bring out your cheekbones, or a scarf that complements your silver hair. Because true style, it's never about trends, it's about expression. And when you express yourself with ease and intention, people notice. But beauty, it's not just stitched into fabric or tucked into a perfect hemline. Sometimes, it's something you carry without even knowing, a quiet energy that draws people in, and that's exactly where we're headed next. Sign 3. You light up a room with your presence. Have you ever walked into a family gathering, maybe a birthday, a holiday dinner, and before you've even taken off your coat, the atmosphere shifts? Laughter gets a little louder, faces bright, someone pulls out a chair for you and another calls out, "Look who's here." It's not always about what you're wearing, it's not about the makeup, the shoes, or the jewelry. It's you, your presence, that quiet, graceful confidence that's been shaped over a lifetime of love, loss, wisdom, and resilience. You don't walk into a room to take up space. You walk in and create a sense of warmth, comfort even, and people feel that. Even if they can't explain it, they lean into it. Now some call it aura. They'll say she just has a presence about her. But let's dig a little deeper. That so-called aura, it's beauty that's been matured, refined by experience. It's the strength you carry in your shoulders after decades of showing up for others. It's the softness in your voice when you know someone needs comfort more than advice. It's in the way your eyes stay present when someone's talking, because you've learned how much listening matters. And here's the secret. People are drawn to warmth far more than perfection. So if you want to make that inner light even more visible, start with something simple. Smile with intention, not forced, just soft and real. Hold eye contact just a few seconds longer. It tells the person in front of you, "I see you, and I'm here." That alone, it captivates. It connects. It makes people remember you. And sometimes, even after you've left, your presence lingers, in their mood, in the energy of the room, in how they felt around you. But that kind of magnetism doesn't just stay in gatherings. Sometimes it follows you out into the world, which brings us to something that might surprise you. Have you ever caught someone looking your way a little longer than usual? Let's talk about that next. Sign 4. Strangers make prolonged eye contact. You know that moment. You're sitting on a park bench, maybe sipping tea, watching the trees sway, and someone walks by, maybe younger, maybe around your age, and their eyes meet yours. Not just a polite glance, not just a passing nod, but something a second too long. Their eyes linger. You look away, maybe politely, or maybe you hold their gaze for a beat. And afterward you might wonder, was that just a coincidence? Did they mistake me for someone else? Or why would they be looking at me? But here's the truth that rarely gets spoken. That kind of eye contact, it's one of the most honest forms of admiration. You see, we don't always look longer at someone because they're flashy or young. We look longer when something about a person pulls us in. And often it's not just about physical features. It's about the stories your eyes tell without saying a word. The calm wisdom, the subtle softness, the strength, the stillness. Most people aren't even aware when they're doing it, but the eyes are drawn to depth, to expression, to authenticity. In your eyes, they've seen love, heartbreak, hope, and healing. They don't dart around the room nervously anymore. They hold presence, they anchor attention. Still, too many older women dismiss it. They assume it's just someone zoning out or maybe being kind. But prolonged eye contact is rarely an accident. So here's a small but powerful tip. The next time you feel someone's gaze, hold a little longer. Don't shrink. Don't rush to look away. Hold it gently. Offer a soft smile, because your gaze has gravity. The kind that only comes from years of truly seeing the world. And while your eyes speak volumes, there's another feature that often gets overlooked until someone is close enough to notice. Let's talk about your skin. Sign 5. You have radiant skin, wrinkles and all. I remember a moment clear as day. My aunt was in the hospital for a routine checkup. She was 74. A young nurse came in, took one look at her and said, "Your skin looks so alive. Not smooth, not youthful, but And my aunt, bless her heart, just smiled and said, "It's all those years of good food, clean water and laughter." She wasn't wearing makeup, she didn't need to. See, radiant skin isn't about being wrinkle-free. It's about looking like life still flows through you. Hydrated cheeks, a soft glow, maybe a gentle flush in your face. These are signs of health, of self-care, of inner wellness. But here's where many women fall into a trap. Society has taught us to fear wrinkles, to cover, to hide, to smooth out everything. But real beauty doesn't live in a flat, edited image. It lives in warmth, texture, skin that tells a story without a single word. Think of it this way. A well-read book might have a worn cover, but it's rich, loved, full of meaning. Your skin is that book. So let's be honest, healthy skin at any age turns heads. It quietly says, I take care of myself, I value my body. And if you're wondering how to nurture that radiance, it's simpler than you think. Drink water like it's your best friend. Protect your skin from the harsh sun, and embrace skincare that nourishes, not strips. Because radiant skin doesn't mean perfect, it means present, it means loved. Now what happens when that beauty isn't just seen but also heard? Let's talk about your voice. Sign 6. People listen when you speak. Ever notice that you're in a room, maybe with family, maybe at a small gathering, someone's asking for advice, or maybe you're just sharing a memory, and suddenly the room quiets. People lean in. They're not interrupting, they're listening. That happened to a friend of mine recently. She was talking about how she managed her finances during tough times in her 50s. And halfway through the story, her grown grandchildren, who are usually glued to their phones, put them down. They were locked in, not just out of respect, but because her words carried weight. Her voice drew them in. You see, when beauty matures, it brings something powerful along with it. Wisdom, and that kind of beauty can't be ignored. It's not about volume, it's about presence. The truth, many older women assume people listen out of politeness, that it's just about being a mother, or a grandmother, or the oldest in the room. But here's what most don't realize. People are drawn to what captivates them, and when your words come wrapped in grace, self-awareness, and lived experience, they hold a kind of magic. Voice, steady, warm, wise, has a rhythm that soothes, a pace that commands attention. And when you speak with intention, with thoughtfulness, that's elegance, that's allure. So don't rush your words. Let them land. Let them linger. Speak from the heart, and you'll see it. Eyes lock onto you. Heads nod in agreement. People remember what you said long after the conversation ends. Still not sure how captivating you are? Let's move into something that might just surprise you. The compliments that come from the most unexpected people. Sign 7. Compliments come from both men and women. You know what's funny? Sometimes the compliments that hit the deepest don't come from men trying to flirt or from old friends catching up. They come from unexpected places. A teenage girl once looked at her grandmother in the kitchen. She was wearing a soft purple blouse. Nothing flashy, just simple, elegant, and out of nowhere the girl said, "Grandma, you look so pretty in that color." That wasn't just about the blouse. That was admiration. That was recognition. And it came from someone who's surrounded by trendy social media filters and flashy influencers all day. See, when beauty is real, when it's carried with grace, confidence, and softness, it crosses generations. It speaks without screaming. It resonates in places you'd never expect. And yes, men notice too, but don't overlook how powerful it is when women take a moment to say something kind. Because let's be honest, women know what beauty looks like. We see it differently. We appreciate the subtleties, the posture, the color choice, the glow in your skin, the sparkle in your eyes. Yet so often, older women shrug off these compliments. Oh, she's just being polite, you might think. But let me ask you something. Would you say that if it came from a man on the street? Probably not. Here's the truth. Compliments from women, they usually mean it. We're not handing them out to fill silence. When another woman, especially a younger one, says, "You look beautiful," she sees something in you she hopes to one day become. So the next time someone compliments your earrings or tells you a certain color suits your skin, pause. Take it in. That's not just kind, that's truth showing up in words. And while we're talking about what others say, what about the beauty they can't quite explain, but they feel just by being around you? Sign 8. You make people feel comfortable. Have you ever noticed how people linger around you? Your neighbor drops by to ask a quick question but ends up staying for tea. The nurse checking your vitals at a clinic takes just a little longer with you, smiling more than usual. Even the delivery guy says, "Thank you, ma'am," and then pauses like he doesn't really want to rush back to the van. That's not a coincidence. You see, true beauty, it's not just something you wear on your face, it's something you carry in your presence. People can feel it even if they can't explain it. It's a kind of warmth, it's safety, it's softness with strength. And when someone feels safe around you, when they feel seen and not judged, when you smile with your eyes and nod like you really care what they're saying, that's magnetic, that's beautiful. Now some people might say, oh, they're just being polite, they're just doing their job, they're friendly with everyone. But no, not everyone makes people feel at home. Not everyone draws out trust and openness in casual conversations. You do, and that tells me something about you. You have a beauty that invites people in. You don't need loud lipstick or designer brands to get attention. You make people feel comfortable simply by being present, and that's rare. So here's your tip. Don't underestimate kindness. Don't downplay your listening ear or your gentle touch. Kindness is your superpower. It's what makes people remember you, even long after they've walked away. And speaking of unforgettable, this next sign, most women never realize it's happening, but it's a strong one. Sign 9. You still catch reflections. Have you ever been walking down the street and caught someone giving you a second glance in a window or mirror? Maybe you didn't catch their face at first, but you saw that brief pause, the subtle look over their shoulder like they couldn't quite help themselves. Or maybe you've been sitting at a cafe sipping your coffee and then you notice someone walking by doing a double take at your reflection in the window. It's one of those moments that's so quick you wonder if you imagined it. But here's the truth. When people admire how you carry yourself, they look twice. It's not about vanity. It's not about you trying to catch anyone's attention. It's simply that when you carry yourself with elegance, with confidence, your presence becomes unforgettable. People don't just glance at you. They take that second look because they sense something remarkable about you. Now I know what some might say. Oh, that's just vanity. Who cares if someone looks at me? But no, it's not vanity at all. It's about observational beauty. It's about the way you walk, the way you smile, the way you move through the world, effortlessly owning it, unapologetically you. And that is magnetic. So here's a little tip for you. Wear something that makes you feel good. It doesn't matter if it's something simple, something bright, or a classic outfit you've had for years. When you feel great in what you're wearing, it shows, and you'll walk a little taller, move a little more gracefully, and yes, people will notice. But it's not just about what you wear or how you look. There's something deeper at play here. It's your personality, the way you carry yourself inside, and let's explore how that shines through, because it plays a massive role in your beauty. Sign 10. You laugh freely and often. Do you ever notice how your laughter can fill a room? Maybe it's after a joke, a funny memory, or just something that tickles your sense of humor. But that laughter, when it's genuine and free, it doesn't just make people smile, it leaves an impression, and the best, it stays with them long after the conversation ends. You see, joy and humor are magnetic. Laughter is something that draws people in, makes them feel comfortable, and instantly connects them to you. It's one of those qualities that never fades with age. If anything, it gets more beautiful with time. But there's a common misconception that many older women might carry, that youth is the only time when joy truly shines. We think, when I was younger I used to laugh like that, or I'm too old for that kind of energy. But here's the truth. A joyful older woman, a woman who laughs freely and often, is unforgettable. She's magnetic in ways that youth can't quite replicate. Her laughter carries wisdom, it carries warmth, and it carries life. So how do you tap into this kind of joy? It's simple. Watch comedies, hang out with funny people, and don't take yourself too seriously. Laugh at the little things. Let go of worries and embrace the joy around you. The more you laugh, the more your beauty will shine from within.
And finally, when you live joyfully, it shows. It's not about makeup or perfection, it's about confidence that comes from knowing who you are and not needing to change a thing. This is a beauty that radiates louder than any product ever could. Sign 11, you're comfortable in your own skin. Let me share something with you. A woman once said, I stopped caring what others thought at 65, and I've never felt more free. Can you imagine that? Letting go of all the external pressures, the expectations, and truly embracing who you are, that freedom, oh, it's beautiful. This is one of the most powerful signs of lasting beauty when you're comfortable in your own skin. It radiates confidence in who you are,
isn't just about the way you look, it's about the way you carry yourself, the way you move through the world. It's a quiet kind of beauty that speaks volumes. And guess what? It's irresistible. People notice it. They are drawn to it. And the more comfortable you are with yourself, the more your true beauty shines through. Now there's a misconception here that many older women hold on to. Confidence is something for the young, the vibrant, the still figuring things out. But in reality, confidence only grows with age. You've had time to understand who you are, what matters to you, and most importantly, what doesn't. You've overcome challenges, and each experience has only added to your strength, to your beauty. And that kind of confidence, grounded in your own journey and wisdom, it's ageless. So here's a little tip for you. Remind yourself of everything you've overcome, every challenge, every victory, every lesson. When you stop and reflect on your own resilience, you'll realize just how beautiful you truly are. And now we come to the final, most subtle sign. The one that wraps everything together and proves just how timeless your beauty is. Sign 12. People say you don't look your age. Have you ever had someone say, "You don't look your age," and in that moment you felt a wave of surprise? Maybe you were at a doctor's appointment or standing in line at the grocery store and someone guessed your age to be 55 when you're actually 70. At first it might catch you off guard, but deep down you feel something stir, a reminder that beauty is more than just the numbers on your birth certificate. You see, it's not just about how your face looks, it's about the whole picture. It's the way you carry yourself, the energy you give off, and that inner spirit that continues to shine bright. It's the confidence in your stride, the light in your eyes, and the way you interact with the world around you. Those things don't have a clock ticking over them. They don't. So when people say you don't look your age, it's not just a compliment, it's a reflection of your vitality. It's your presence that defies time. Here's the misconception though. Many women brush it off as flattery. They think it's just something people say to make you feel good. But here's the truth. It's often deeply true. Your radiance, your aura, reflects more than just your physical appearance. It reveals the love you've put into yourself over the years, the joy you still embrace, the confidence you exude. These are the things that defy age. So here's a tip for you. The next time someone tells you that you don't look your age, say thank you. Say it with grace, and believe them. Because beauty isn't just about age, it's about presence. It's about the way you show up, the way you move through life, and the way you continue to bloom no matter how many years have passed. It's not always easy, is it, to feel beautiful in a world that seems to value youth above all else. We're surrounded by images of perfection that don't always reflect the wisdom, the lived experience, or the inner glow that grows stronger as we age. But here's the truth, aging gracefully is powerful. It's a testament to strength. It's a reminder that beauty is not bound by the years on a calendar. Every line, every wrinkle, every silver strand of hair tells a story, your story, and it's one of resilience, grace, and transformation. Now let's shift the way we see this. You are not less than you once were. You're more experienced, more confident, more radiant. You carry the wisdom of a lifetime. The kind of beauty that cannot be bought or mimicked. It comes from surviving, thriving, and continuing to show up with grace, even when life throws its challenges your way. Every day, you're learning, growing, and evolving into an even more beautiful version of yourself, one that knows her worth, one that carries herself with pride and self-love. That, my friend, is a beauty that stands the test of time. So I want you to take just 30 seconds to look in the mirror, not to search for flaws, but to search for the signs of your strength, your history, your light. You'll see it. The spark in your eyes, the confidence in your posture, the stories etched into your face. All of it is a reminder of how far you've come and how much you've grown. And here's the final truth. You are more than beautiful. You are inspiring. No number, no stereotype, no passing trend can take that away from you. You are a living testament to the fact that beauty doesn't fade with age, it flourishes. So as you go about your day, remember this, you are radiant, you are powerful, you are more than enough, and the world is better because you're here. Keep shining, keep loving yourself, because you are exactly who you're meant to. Alright, let's quickly recap those 12 signs that might just mean you're a beautiful older woman. People smile at you genuinely, you get compliments on your style, not just out of politeness, but because your sense of fashion is admired. Strangers make prolonged eye contact, drawn to your presence. People listen when you speak, because your words carry weight and wisdom. You light up a room with your energy and grace. You make others feel comfortable just by being yourself. You catch reflections of admiration from others who can't help but look twice. You have radiant skin that tells a story of health and vitality. You laugh freely and often, and that joy is magnetic. You're comfortable in your own skin, embracing who you are at this stage of life. And of course, you've been told you don't look your age. Does that sound like you? Because it absolutely should. Now I'm curious, which of these signs surprised you the most? Or maybe you've noticed one or more of them, in yourself, or in someone you love. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's continue the conversation in the comments below. Let's celebrate those moments of beauty and confidence that come with age. If this video resonated with you, if it made you feel seen, heard, and celebrated, then consider subscribing to Inspired by Health. Here we celebrate aging with grace, wisdom, and joy. You belong to a community that values every stage of life. And before we wrap up, thank you so much for being here today. You are radiant, you are powerful, and you are more than enough. Stay confident, stay beautiful, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep shining and embracing all the beauty that comes with aging gracefully.